So sleepy, not ready to do anything, not ready to get up until I ask, would you like to go? Ooh, that ear. Wait, would you like to? Coda, would you like?
Innovation in this case became so fast and modular and capture leadership now, and also become more focused in these pieces than before, where before it was like, I'm gonna make some robot that will
What's one thing you want to do in your work this year? Tell that. One thing you are looking for.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I'm actually really good.
All right, that's great. Well, I'm gonna.
Stand up on my shoulders, tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant. We'll be breaking boulders underneath our feet.
A club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard, said no more.
Gran día, aquí está Gabrielito listo con su maquillaje, con la maestra Alma. También tenemos aquí a José con mi bella María Navarro, tenemos a Farley con la maestra Sandra, tenemos a Jonathan y a mi
The smile, I wanna be next to you. Oh. Like a dog. Thanks, man. Welcome, man.
Everything happening in space, all the different nuances with it. That's going to turn around to kind of fully educated.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Не осталось кудряшку. Осталось кудряшку. Вот она, потому что она ее красит.
You're glowing, you color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world.
Visited together.
What? You're here? What? What? What's the... I didn't know you were here. Or you're not supposed to. Hi. Good to see you. What's up, cutie? Nice t-shirt.
But you don't know what to do, cause there aren't enough apartments to spare. We can't all crowd in one and try to share. That wouldn't work. But there is time and space to pool our resources together. We'll show somebody that we mean business. That's why we've got a place that's appropriate for every weather.
Taxes go to war crimes, genocide, studies on erectile dysfunction, erectile dysfunction. Who built our land brick by brick, stone by stone? Workers and the people getting locked out of there.
Wow, this is really good.
Who built that wall brick by brick, stone by stone? They're biting the hand that feeds us and locking them out of there. Oh, now they're trying to sell us robot dogs and robot girlfriends. They'll explode after we won't give you the love you see. God will buy a robot dog, robot girlfriend exploding after we won't give you the love you seek. Our taxes go to billionaires, golf trips, and studies on erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction. Our taxes go to war
Let's go. Let's go.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
That's funny as fuck. Is she not making wise decisions? Yeah, she just agreed to marry a guy who cheated on her with somebody who goes to a school in Cabo. Was it one of those two guys that she was hanging out with? No, it wasn't even her. It wasn't even the brother. It was the brother. The brother cheated on her.
This is a dog with cat energy.
That's the first time I've heard that, but yeah, maybe yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
Firelight in the beautiful sea, I just to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. Me complace amarte, disfruto acariciarte y ponerte a mí. Es escalofriante tenerte de frente, hacerte sonreír. Daría cualquier cosa por tan primorosa. Firelight in the beautiful sea, I just to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy.
The spring party.
Wow. Look how huge these lilies are.
What do you say, Bonnie? What do you say to this?
Well, this is a bridge you can cross.
I'm waiting for you. Hey, hello. Oh, gotta climb back. Mira.
Here's a game that you can play on a group trip with your friends that is so fun. We actually had to kind of like put some rules around how often we could play it because it was getting out of hand. It's called Get Down, Mr. President. And it's not a political game. Basically, it's like nose goes, you know, when you do nose goes and then everyone does it. Okay, it's like that, but except for you go like this, like your Secret Service person touching their ear. Anyone can start it. But if you see someone on the group trip putting their finger on their ear like that, then you put your finger on your ear too. The last one, like the person who doesn't notice, they're the president, and everyone screams, "Get down, Mr. President," and then they dogpile on that person. Now, this is a very fun game to play with a group of people, but sometimes it's too fun, and you have to tell people, okay, only 3 Get Down, Mr. Presidents a day on the trip. I think we were just never not playing Get Down, Mr. President, which I take as a good sign because it's an easy, fun game. It's free. It's just a good bit. And, you know, be careful when you're doing the dog pile.
to listen fast. Well, it took a long time though.
No, dude, that is bullshit. That's 3x. Yuck.
I'm writing a book about the philosophy of social interaction, and I'm going to share briefly my philosophy of masculine and feminine archetypes. This is not an entire technique. You might have learned about it in school at some point. Usually they share it in Psych 1A. And there's a problem with it that you probably never learned about in school because for some reason they don't talk about it. But Maslow himself, at the end of his life, wrote about how he thought that it was incomplete. And I originally made this observation before I knew about that. So I have a slightly different take than what Maslow wrote, but it's in line with what he wrote. And that is that it's not a hierarchy, it's a spectrum. You have at the bottom, you have self-actualization, physical versus existential. And the observation that I made and that Maslow made is that it's not a hierarchy in the sense that there's only one direction. There's actually two directions. It's a spectrum. There's two opposite directions. And the reason for that is because this Maslow's hierarchy needs for survival, which is implied and not often stated, then I am a philosopher. I'm writing a book about the philosophy of social interaction. And I'm going to share briefly my philosophy of masculine and feminine archetypes. This is not an entire technique. You might have learned about it in school at some point. Usually they share it in Psych 1A. And there's a problem with it that you probably never learned about in school because for some reason they don't talk about it. But Maslow himself, at the end of his life, wrote about how he thought that it was incomplete. And I originally made this observation before I knew about that. So I have a slightly different take than what Maslow wrote, but it's in line with what he wrote. And that is that it's not a hierarchy, it's a spectrum. You have at the bottom, you have self-actualization, physical versus existential. And the observation that I made and that Maslow made is that it's not a hierarchy in the sense that there's only one direction. There's actually two directions. It's a spectrum. There's two opposite directions. And the reason for that is because this Maslow's hierarchy needs for survival, which is implied and not often stated, then Van updates. I am riding my wheel, complete with stuff to take back to O'Reilly's. So I've been to O'Reilly's already 3 times today, and AutoZone twice, and Lowe's twice already. Been using my wheel a lot. Really grateful that my wheel works, but it's kind of low battery now, so I gotta go charge it. So essentially, there is a stripped bolt that I can't get out. It's also kind of in a tight spot, and I did some research to find out what the best set is for fixing or for removing a strip bolt. And honestly, the prognosis doesn't seem that great. I think there are some tools that will do it in a pinch, but also the success rate is not 100%. And so I am stuck at this point. So the good news is that the van runs, just doesn't run well. It's idling rough. The air code is a high fuel rail pressure, and I'm 80% sure that that is just the
label, call my phone, say they tryna take me far. Told my lord, nigga, I ain't tryna be no star. I like
van fix updates. So I ordered a kit to remove strip bolts. It finally came. I removed the strip bolt, thankfully, and then immediately stripped the next bolt. Because I don't know why, those bolts fucking suck. I was using, the first time I stripped the bolt, I was not using the right socket. I was using a normal hex socket instead of a inverted Torx socket. And so I went and got the correct Torx socket for that fucking bolt. And then I fucking stripped the next one with the correct socket. And it's still need to replace those bolts. And I don't know why Lowe's and O'Reilly's does not have bolts right now. So I need to either order those or go to another hardware store and find them, which is another stupid complication. But so I did also get the high pressure fuel pump apart. That was pretty difficult though. I had to end up going to Noisebridge to use the vise to hold on to it so I could crank it really hard, because they have these giant torque bolts inside.
Yay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One. Okay, this is a video. Okay. Hey Jeff, can I borrow you real quick, please? Jeff? Okay, where's your phone? Okay.
It should cost $1 billion to look this. I see you want it and you're coming for me. Don't be funny with my money, honey. All my girls look so yummy, yummy. And
This is Balloon World Cup.
Que queda aún más de 2 minutos, queda un partido entero.
La alemana la desesperó, que puede ser campeona del mundo. Esto es tremendo. Con Francesco de la Cruz, el héroe nacional. Te digo que a este tío en Perú le van a hacer reportajes, ya te lo digo.
No, en Perú, portada mañana el periódico.
Porque al español ya le han hecho entrevistas.
Uy, cuidado esta.
Cuidado, qué
¡Uy,
listo.
madre!
¡Uy! ¡Ha pegado el cristal! ¡No me lo puedo creer! ¡Lo ha salvado el alemán! ¡Casi se pierde el cristal!
Rafa!
¡Le van a dar a Rafa! ¡Bien, Francesco de la Cruz! ¡Lo ha salvado! ¡Punto! ¡No!
¡Ahí está!
¿Qué es esto?
¡No me lo creo! ¡No puede ser!
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué no puede ser grande? ¡Ha llegado! ¡Ha llegado!
¡Que no se acabe! ¡Que no se acabe!
¡Está aturdido!
¡En el último momento!
¡Está aturdido! ¡Está aturdido Francesco de...
¡Que no se acabe!
¡Francesco!
A year ago, I came up with an idea to make queer-affirming clothing, the Ensign Film. This is our first runway show. This is your reminder that you're never too old to dream, and never let anybody define who you are. You have no idea what you're capable of until you try it. Please tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like and share this video. Check out the Unseen Film. We're not just a brand, we're a movement.
Which ones are big and pros are big?